appears as though everything is good to go. What is going on, everybody? Uh, so yeah, 2 week hiatus. Unfortunately, was dealing with some family issues. We lost a family member, and so that is why I've been absent from live streaming the last couple weeks. Um, Also, this is my first live stream on my main channel. I am going to unlist it from here and re-upload it onto my secondary channel, which is my Gorilla Mar Live one. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and subscribe to that channel. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing here is just looking at some indie comics. I'm going to be checking out Fund My Comic, Kickstarter, and Indiegogo. And if I do have a little bit extra time, I'm going to check out some video games as well as some movies, all within both Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So let me go ahead and get my browser pulled up here. And I am going to start with Fund My Comic. I do like to support them as much as I can. And we'll just take a look at some of the new things going on here. Alright, so we have King Cryptid over here. He's doing just fine, so we're going to just let him be for right now. Flip City Magazine. Now, magazines aren't exactly my thing. They pile up on me really, really quick, and I kind of just tend to browse through magazines, so I don't go after this, but go ahead and definitely give her as much support. From what I understand, it's pretty goddamn funny. So they got great stuff going on over there. And perhaps I will even check out some of that, even though I'm not personally going to be backing that. It's nothing personal there. Call sign Orion. How long is this one? Oh, this one must have just started. Might take a look into that one real quick. Got a cool little space adventure kind of thing going here. Let's see. Driven by personal stakes, Orion must lead an elite unit in a space battle to stop a genocidal maniac, save his girl, and of course save the world. So now, when we're dealing with space stuff, I don't know if that may not be my kind of thing. Character definitely looks cool. That's what always intrigues me in with these space characters. But a lot of them in like the cosmic realm just tend to be way overpowered, and I lose interest pretty quick. So, might take a look at that one. All right. Hey, right there next to it. This seems more right up my alley. A vampire long thought dead returns for revenge. Along the way, he comes across a boy who needs his help to escape a fate similar to his own. That really seems like right up my alley. Oh, unfortunately, it starts on the 11th of July. But maybe we'll check. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just check it out now. From Ben Soto. I am fairly familiar with him. See what we got. And also, I found out during my last one that music might just get me smacked. So I may have to mute any kind of music in any trailers I might be checking out. So if things go silent as far as the trailer, it's just me trying to not get hit with copyright like I did last time. Unfortunately, so I went ahead and, argued against it, and I ended up winning, but it was like 2 weeks later, so fuck it. I'll hit it with the old mute live, because I think it's ridiculous, but yeah, got some really good stuff in here. This does really seem up my alley. Now, I won't be back in anything live here, but I did go back and I have backed some projects in the past, and that's why I want to always start here on Fund My Comic. Yeah, this one definitely seems up my alley. I don't see a trailer, but let's see some of the campaign tiers and see what we have here. No trailer. Okay, so we have something else. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this name. So it's Zephus or Cephas is a horror action comic about a vampire who is left for dead by his coven. Scarred forever by the sun, his skin has transmorgified into granite hard layer of armor-like protection. Zephus begins his quest to destroy the vampires that betrayed him, but along the way he comes across a boy who is marked by a pack of werewolves. Motivated to spare the child from a path that that his life took, he forsakes his personal quest to save the boy. So that's very interesting, and obviously, when we're dealing with werewolves and vampires, we are dealing with some overpowered individuals. However, they have like a set of rules that they need to follow, and that's what always attracts me. Is they need to play by these rules. Sometimes, the rules will change up a little bit, but then so long as they're play within the rules that they've established, I'm a-okay with that. So let's see. All right, so standard cover A, cover B, $15 plus shipping. $28, so you save a couple bucks. You can get both covers. I've been seeing a lot of people doing the foil covers, which is fucking sweet. So $25 gets you cover B and that foil cover. All right, and then $38 gets you cover B, foil, plus the other two. So that's pretty sweet. Oh, okay. Or cover B. So one or the other, and then this one for $50, you get all three. So, but yeah, vampires, werewolves, definitely my thing. And seeing the story about a vampire trying to help a werewolf, which most tend to be mortal enemies, pretty interesting. Can't say that it's the most original thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of have gone in there, but that's okay. I don't mind some stories being retold because you still can have some interest there. So I'm going to be keeping my eye out for that one. So very nice. All right. Oh, and this was actually the one right here, Silence Do Good. I did end up backing that one. Just because I came across it while doing this. So hey, you never know. I think I looked at Arbiter last time, so I'm going to forego that. All right, you know what? Let's take a look at this one. Wait for website to decide to load up here. Might just be my shit ass internet. All right. So we do have a trailer. Let's go ahead and check that out. And yeah, if I'm gonna hear music, I'm gonna pause it and mute it. I can just turn it way down. Turn it way down. I'll just talk over as best I can as well. Um, because I would rather keep the music around if I can, so I'll just continue to talk. I'm not gonna read this. I gotta say though, I am enjoying the music, so hopefully I don't get hit with copyright for that one. So, alright, so, just kind of showcasing some of the art. Alright, I'm probably not going to read all of this here, so maybe there's like the first paragraph or two. Uh, in a galaxy teetering on the brink of war, an elite team of soldiers embarks on a perilous rescue mission. As they navigate treacherous space battles and intense close quarter combat, they must thwart a genocidal mastermind's escape. Driven by personal stakes, including one soldier's desperate quest to save their beloved, the team's courage and loyalty will be tested in ways that could alter the fate of the universe. All right. Call Sign Orion is an action-packed thrill ride in a dystopian science fiction world that is reminiscent of classics like Starship Troopers, Brave New World, with space battles that will remind you of Battlestar Galactica. Follow Orion, the leader of the elite special forces team called the Alphas, as they face down the galaxy's greatest threat in the year 3025, so 1,000 years from now. So cool. All right, let's take a look at some of our rewards here. $5 digital, $10 physical with shipping. I've been seeing this a lot lately, the cosplay covers. Um, to each their own, they're not usually for me. I would actually rather see a lot of like artwork. I would rather see the art. What's this? Da-da-da. Okay. Okay. All looks good. So sorry about that. Moving on. But yeah, typically I would rather not a physical person cosplaying. I would rather art, but that's just me. So, not trying to shit on this stretch goal by any means. Some people are into it. I know that they've done quite well. Just for the sheer fact that I keep seeing more and more pop up. All right, so $20 plus shipping for the mass gloss cover. Cool. And then $50 for the book plus the Lana Riley trading card. Okay. And then $80 plus shipping for Alpha. Only the strongest will back this tier. What do you get? Two gloss books. One of them signed by Mike Barron. Very cool. Mike Barron, Luke Stone, and R.J. William. Hold on. I didn't even see... I did not even see. So we have R.J. William. Yeah, I really need to. So Mike Barron's involved in this? Man, that man pops up fucking everywhere. If that is the case, I am not seeing where he's at. And I've been seeing Luke Stone pop up here. Aha. Gotcha. Cool, cool, cool. Holy shit. So yeah, uh, Mike Barron and Luke Stone are also part of this project, so that is really cool. God damn, Mike Barron is everywhere. So, all right. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about Call Sign Orion. Just nothing that I've personally like. I have nothing personal against that one. It's just when it comes to like the space stuff, very, very, very hit and miss. And I have backed quite a few of them already. I'm not sure if I'm really ready to add another one to my list. But hey, you know what? I got 84 more days to decide what I want to do. This one here, all right, let's see if I can do it. Cephas, Cephas. Yeah, this vampire story by Ben Seto. Probably going to get backed by me. Not gonna lie. That's like a weakness I have is just fucking monster stuff. Love it. Let's see. What else have I not checked out already? This is a goddamn travesty. I don't know why it's here though. If it ended, I don't know. I'm not gonna dig too far into this one. What? Only 3. Travesty. I don't know. Maybe this might have scared some people off. I don't know. I made a comment on that one prior. So, hey, it is what it is. Okay, checked out those or completely ignored them. Like I said, if all you're throwing out there is just TNA, I just don't care. Kill Stan 1 and 2. I have already backed this one. But he is on a storefront. Pretty interesting stuff. I actually found him because of Drink with Brink. So I got turned on to that one. I like to watch those Sunday streams of his where he's interviewing creators and stuff like that. Not seeing anything that's new that hasn't caught my eye right now. Alright, well, okay. I'll take a look at this one since we're on the 7th cover, or the 7th issue, rather. Alpha Red number 7. Or maybe it's not the 7th issue. Hold on. Might have just fucked that all up. I think it's just called 7. Okay. Never mind. Alpha Red must use his super wit and strength to stop an ancient evil and save his friends. I thought I saw a trailer. Maybe I'm mistaken. Alright, not finding anything here, so let's just do a little bit of reading. All right. In issue number 7, an ancient evil has risen, unleashed by a rogue treasure hunter on her latest heist. Now this powerful executioner walks the earth once more, and only Alpha Red stands between the fallen angel and the annihilation of the other kingdom warriors. As Wingman is haunted by cryptid visions from his forgotten past, he squares off with the Searcher and her celestial enforcer, Zadkiel? Zadkiel. We're going to go with that one. This can be enjoyed as a standalone comic, but is also a continuation of a longer story. Larger story. Good Lord, I can't speak today or read. Okay, so it does appear to be the 7th issue. So I was right the first time. Haha, look at that. Alpha Red, 1 through 7 physical copies. Okay, I feel vindicated right now. See, I was right the first time. All right, so $5 for a digital. It looks like you can pick your covers. Or no, okay, never mind. It's fucking... Okay, please excuse my retardation. Yes. You get all the covers with it. Gotcha. All right, $15 plus shipping. You get regular cover, physical copy, plus a digital. Sweet. And you get a free signature. All right, $25. Flip comic, plus an exclusive cover, plus digital. $30 virgin cover, art only flip comic, and virgin art pencils and ink. $40. Catch up from 1 to 7, all regular covers. If I were to back this one, this would probably be what I would do. I like to start from the beginning, even though it says, hey, you're good to just go here. I would probably just do that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that they had all these homage covers. So 1 through 7 homage covers. So $15 for the homage or homage cover. $25 for triple cover, so get all 3 of them. $40 exclusive sketch cover, only available during this campaign. Neato. And then we go from $40 to $300 for some original cover art. And sold out of the $100 the homage cover art. $300 for Red Alpha number 6, and here's number 4. That one's all sold out. Hey, cool. $57 for action figure and regular cover. It's all sold out. $35 for a shirt and a cover. Some original art. Okay, cool. I don't know. For right now, there's nothing that really grabbed my attention for me to back that one. But I might check it out a little later just to see if my mind changed. But for now, nothing too major there to grab my attention. All right. I think I'm going to go over to Kickstarter and see what I can grab over there. yeah, I think that's really about it that was grabbing my attention that I haven't already checked out. So, yeah, this one's almost certainly a back. Basically, I'd have to forget about it. So hopefully that is not the case. And then this one has been backed by me from the prior stream I did a couple weeks ago. So, all right. Go on over to Kickstarter and see what we have here. All right, so nothing too major here. No Raccoons in Hell. What is that? Comedy mystery comic book. Okay. Might check that one out just because of the... Holy fucking hell. Wow. Okay. Might just need to move on past that one. Holy shit. Man, just really wanted to leave as little to the imagination as humanly possible. Holy fuck. Well, all right then. Voltage and Imperium. Paul Thayer. It's guaranteed backing. I was one of the very first backers on that one. They are part of the Project Analysis universe. Analysis or Naosis. I tend to say Analysis, just that's what I've heard Paul say. Although one of the characters, I continue to say it the way I've always said it. He always says Hell Sate, I call it Hell Kate. So I am very I don't care. I'm just gonna do my thing. Jesus fuck Christ. All tits and ass around here. That just immediately I don't care. Okay, moving on. Fucking hell. Godpunk, Collision Force. Bigfoot knows karate. Okay. We're going to click on that. I'm going to check it out. Shit's weird. I like weird. Alright. Please don't have music. Nope, just immediately going to turn down music. So we got Bigfoot over here meditating. Whatever this dude is. Looking all evil. Well, fuck. Looks like fucking Gozer the, what was that? The Gozerian from Ghostbusters. Little bunny. Okay. Dan Price, Casey Allen. Okay. Follow the adventures of a Bigfoot warrior caught in a web of monsters, machinations, and dark secrets. Godzilla vs. Kong meets Kill Bill. Okay. Interesting combo here. So this is on the chapter 3, huh? Alright. A little bit about the creator here, Dan Price. I'm not familiar with him at all. Dan Price is a comic creator from Austin, Texas. He has worked on several indie comic projects, including Bigfoot Knows Karate, Latex Avenger, Halloween Man Meets Latex Avenger, Masters of the Obvious, and Excelsius for the Stan Lee Foundation. Follow Dan on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, not too familiar with him. I didn't mean to completely go out. Oh no, where'd he go? Oh, fucking rookie. Fuck. Da, 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 da. There we go. Wasn't done looking at you. Okay, so Bigfoot Knows Karate follows a gentle cryptid as he finds his world out of balance, quickly finding his role change from defender to the hunted. Being tracked by a fierce kaiju and a mystery agency, Bigfoot must go from an elusive, lonely soul to someone surrounded by enemies tracking his every breath. Think Godzilla vs. Kong meet Kill Bill with a twist of X-Files. Okay. Looks like got a cover here. Yeah, this is the person I'm like, wow, that looks like Gozer from Ghostbusters. Okay. Lots of monsters and monsters fighting monsters with kung fu. I don't know. Might have to check this one out further and see what we got here. Alright, so for $50, original remarquee illustration of the original edition cover. Okay. Signed by Dan Price. And you get digital. And your name on the thank you page. That is something I've been really liking, the whole just thanking the supporters. Again, I don't require anybody to sit there and kiss my ass, of course. That's not what I'm asking. It's part of what I like about indies is just a lot of gratitude, especially with like the mentality that Hollywood in particular seems to have, and some of the mainstream, or a lot of the mainstream comic creators, where they feel like they don't have to be grateful for what they've been given. They seem to have forgotten their way, and it's just kind of nice when people are like, "Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to check out my stuff. Thank you so much." It's like I said, it's not needed by any means, but it's just kind of cool when people do that. So $4 gets you a digital, $10 for a physical for at least the standard cover. Let's see what happens. 15 gives you the deluxe virgin variant. Done by Adam Caswell. Okay. $15, all issues digital. $20 deluxe, Ghost House Limited. $20 catch-up tier. $35 gets you the hollow foil cover. $35 comic starter pack. $70 all four covers signed. $450 championship pack. All right. You get a championship belt, 6 pounds of metal, not plastic, and simulated leather. That is pretty fucking cool. Am I able to get a bigger picture of that? Maybe I'll no. Look at that. Okay, so that's looking like the biggest picture here. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty. Andrew Rowland, how you doing, bud? Yes, you are the only person. I did the thing of not. I didn't fucking put anything else out there. I didn't know how this was gonna go today, so I was just like, fuck it. We'll just kind of have a chill one. I'll try to promote more in the following weeks. So, but yeah, just taking a look at some stuff here on Kickstarter and checked out some stuff over on Fund My Comic earlier. But this one is, yeah, I'm not 100% certain on this one. We have Bigfoot Knows Karate. Some weird stuff that definitely catches my eye. So, all right, back through the gauntlet of TNA to find maybe something that's trying to give me something. All right, Godpunk 1 through 3. Take a look at that and see what we have here. And we have a trailer. All right, check out the trailer. All right, so interesting. I do appreciate them at least putting the, telling me what it's all about. Gonna be at PopCon Indy at the end of the month too. Oh, that's cool, man. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make any kind of trip over to Indy. Things got chaotic these last couple weeks. I had to make a run up to Michigan. And yeah, that's kind of killed any kind of free time that we've had this month. We had some family stuff to deal with up there, so. But I will be trying to make my way to one of these cons over here. That would be really, really cool. All right, so this kind of right off the bat, I'm immediately reminded of Power Rangers just looking in at that. Well, hey, there's that right there. All right, so after being bound to a geek god of cicadas, young archaeologist Connor Thorne was tasked with protecting ancient artifacts from a nefarious organization seeking to harness their divine powers. Together with his friends Magnus McGrath and Emily Thompson, our hero has protected Kansas City from God-powered villains while working to unravel the mysteries of the WASP troopers, or WASP troopers, and Project Hectatomb. Inspired by Power Rangers and Indiana Jones, and set in scenic Kansas City, Missouri, and the surrounding metro, Godpunk brings the superhero hype to the Midwest. So, all right. Came in America alpha manga, and now I just have to wait for the book and PDF to be delivered. That's pretty cool. Which site were you using for that? Was it on Fund My Comic, Kickstarter, Indiegogo? Just kind of curious. I've been trying to back more on Fund My Comic lately, but I go to Kickstarter just because I have an app to it. So it's part of why I do this, just so I can kind of see more of what's out there. Kickstarter? Okay. Alright, so here we're meeting the team. So here's our writer, editor, alright. You know what? Let's do that. I don't believe that was one that I took a look at. Oh, okay, yep. Okay. This one does seem familiar. Alright, let's take a look at that. Not gonna ding me, right? Up. There you go. Oh, I picked the wrong one, huh? Okay. Came in America Alpha. Okay. I will fix... Okay. Let's try this again. Hey. Funded in 1 minute. Holy moly. Much appreciated.
Soaring high through the halcyon sky, broad stripes, bright stars like the 4th of July. She's a fun, child, patriotic, talented, fighting fashionista, jet powered javelin. No evil can touch her heart.
Holy man. This is pretty fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Keep the faithful champion of liberty. Embody truth, and we take flight, coming America. Take flight, coming America. Bring down the velvet thunder, tear your foes asunder. Take flight,
I really hope I get it for this one.
take flight, coming
But it is
America.
it's really awesome song.
Sword, let good men hear its thunder roar. When hope is lost and the skies are bleak, be the beacon that we all see.
Yeah, this trailer is badass. That honestly is one of the best trailers I've seen. That's that's really fucking sweet. Uh, okay, so is this like a different series or like where I'm only vaguely familiar with what this is. I just see it pop up on Twitter from time to time, and I've never really taken a moment to look at it because honestly, everything I've seen from it has always been in Japanese. I'm like, well, I can't read that anyway, and I didn't want to just get something uh, just because. 180 pages, holy moly. That trailer was just awesome. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, see, like most of the time when I'm like seeing this on Twitter, this basically all I see. I'm like, I have no idea. Huh. I might have to take a little bit further look into this one later. But yeah, man, it funded in a minute. That is some serious boasting right there. Well, I can certainly believe that. That it's vastly growing in Japan just by looking at some of the jiggle physics going on right there. I can see. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And so it has an American version and also in Japanese. So I might actually give that one a shot here before too long. Huh. Look at this dude. Holy shit. Hmm. I don't really know what else to say. I'm still like, I still got the trailer playing in my head right now, so I'm a little distracted. That that trailer was that trailer was super awesome. I don't even know what else to say. That one blew my mind. And yeah, I've been seeing these standees becoming more and more popular, and I like them. So if I get a chance, I do back those. Especially when sometimes you just can't afford the action figures. Plushies, yeah. All right, so we got PDFs for $7, English version for 12. 12 bucks for that. Wow. Wow. Okay, and you get the digital with it. That's really this is really a lot more affordable than I thought it would be for 180 pages. Wow, and $40 gets you everything with the standee too. Huh. All right, well, fuck. Thank you very much, Andrew Rowland. Honestly, I might have just gotten another customer out of me, or from me. Or has it ended? Let me double check that. Was I too late? It doesn't look like it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that one in mind here. All right. What am I doing on time? Getting a little lower on time, so let me go ahead and see if there's anything worth a damn over at Indiegogo. Because honestly, I don't really want to go through the gauntlet of tits back on Kickstarter. I don't know what was going on there. Trying to get my channel shut down is what they're trying to do. So, all right. I took a look at this one last time, and I don't know. I like weird shit like that. I've been enjoying the Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter books, so that's been more up my alleys with the IPs where they're not just straight up doing horror movie stuff with it. Da, 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 da. Aztec of the City comic book, issue number 6. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Let's give it a shot. You never know. All right. Take a look at the trailer.
Rodriguez. I'm the writer, creator, and publisher of Aztec of the City. Aztec of the City is the first Mexican-American comic book superhero. I started when I was very young, and I was worked at a comic book shop when I was in the end of my elementary school years in junior high. I used to collect all the standards, Fantastic Four, Marvel, the Avengers, Daredevil, Iron Man. It wasn't until I was older that I realized that, hey, there's no Mexican superheroes, no Mexican American heroes, and that's when I created Aztec of the City, and now we're raising funds to publish and print 3,000 copies of issue number 4, where I introduced the Brown Berets and, of course, La Llorona and the Super Chicano. Some of the other heroes that are part of the Aztec of the City superheroes are the Super Chicano, Super Latina, Águila de Mexico, Mestizo, the first Mexican, and Adelita, a soldadera from the Revolution. It is my hope that you guys help support getting issue number 4 printed. My favorite is issue number 2, where it covers the legend of Popocatépetl and the volcanoes that are just outside of Mexico City. And issue number 3 was done in full color, but we're raising funds now to print issue number 4, and we hope that you can help us reach that goal. Thank you very much.
All right. Camera was a bit shaky, but hey, okay. I'm not gonna shit on it too much. But I mean, man, talk about a downgrade in trailers. No offense to this dude, but holy shit. Yeah, that Common America was holy hell. But yeah, that one was just a cut above the rest as far as trailers. But yeah, that is cool that, it's just the creator just saying his thing, kind of promoting his stuff. I got nothing against that. Let's see. You'll be hard-pressed to find someone as passionate about storytelling as Fernando Rodriguez. His love of history, mythology, and comic book lore blend together in a way that not only entertains but educates the reader. I've had a good fortune of having enjoyed the Golden, Silver, and Bronze Age comic books. Now with Fernando's Aztec of the City, I have the privilege to experience the beginning of what I like to do called the Latino Age of Comics. Okay. That's under story part, but that's really more just about the author. Okay, well, hey, whatever. So, okay. So the perks, there's only 2 of them. For 20 bucks, a hard to find collectible, which I'm assuming is just I'm guessing that's just the first and like the single issue here. Or for 48, the entire set of 6. So yeah, he talked a lot about this stuff in that trailer. So all right, well, pretty simple stuff. I don't really have a strong feeling one way or the other on this one. Seems kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's going to be interesting enough to really make me cough up my money. I'm not sure. What do we got here? So, I don't know. Sit on that one for a minute. See how I feel about that one later. But yeah, let me see what else we got over here on Indiegogo. Dope Smack. That one's launching soon, so I don't know how much I would even get out of that one anyway. Gotta say though, Dope Smack does kind of grab my attention. Soul Striker, that was one I backed first time around. Got plenty of EVS stuff over here. Yep, Silence Do Good, I've already backed. I think might have even gotten it. I'm not sure. Pencils Down, backed. Shadow of the Kraken. What do we got here? See, after getting hit with the copyright, I'm a little bit more leery of these trailers right now. But fuck it, let's go. 2 minutes. Let's kick it on down. Oh, that guy's he's gonna feel that a little bit. Well, art's looking pretty good. What a lot of people tend to do is not tell me a whole hell of a lot about what the story is actually about. wonder if he got the stabby eye treatment. From the depths, we rise. Pirate stuff can always be quite fun. So what else we got here? Okay. All right. This is a tale about the darkness of man and the action one takes to get back into the light. A hunt for treasure and power with betrayal looming around every corner. The fight for survival is palpable. Okay, I'm just moving on. This is a can't miss adventure. The desire for freedom on the open seas awaits you. I'm struggling with words today, so hey, we'll just do the best I can. Again, another standee. Pretty cool. Anne. Okay. Annie. I've heard both. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. That poor guy. Set in the Caribbean during the 1700s. Nate James Kalin was once part of the Royal Navy. He then turned to piracy along with Anne or Annie Galloway, a survivor in her own regard. Their crew is made up of mostly freed slaves and other defectors from the Royal Navy. They are pursued by a ruthless and mysterious man with a vicious crew and a vindictive nature. Okay. I am seeing plenty of action in here. Like old stabby eye there. Cool. Alright, what do we got over here? So, $10 for the standee. Variant cover, $30. So, Through the Woods, another series here with the ash can. Main book and a head sketch, $250. If you want the standee and a book, oh, that's all sold out. You're shit out of luck. Save with the pirate wench drawing. Can't imagine why. So, cool. I don't know. It looked pretty good to me. Art looks pretty good. Got some attractive women, but it's not like it's focused like completely on the TNA. Now this one does like fine for the thirsty boys out there, I suppose, but it's just fucking this poor bastard. Just meow. And that's another one for the thirsty boys. But yeah. Cool. Shadow of the Kraken. That is a possibility for me. What am I doing for time? Maybe one more comic before I try to turn my attention over to what do I got? Video games next. Baron Templar number 1. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, got some magical dudes. Got a cool ass sword. Do we have? Doesn't look like trailers. Well, got some pictures. Debut superhero from Future Vision Comics, blending myth, magic, monsters, and aliens into one epic. Okay, I hear aliens, and I'm a little bit more concerned just because of my my preferences here. Doesn't always go so well for me when we're dealing with space stuff. I just tend to check out. Let's see. Let me take a quick sip. See if I can read this real quick. All right. Professor Scott Gautier is slowly succumbing to a lifelong disease that is deteriorating his muscles and bones, leading to an inevitable life in a wheelchair. Longing for a cure, Scott decides to finish his father's work, looking into the mythical Dragonite Stone, an ancient object that gives the bearer the desires of the heart. Cracking the last piece of the puzzle, Scott discovers an ancient outpost hidden deep under the major oak in Sherwood Forest. There he uncovers a magic sword that transforms him into an ancient hero, Baron Templar. Before Scott can get a grip on the new situation, a mysterious group of high-tech soldiers attack him, and it's fight or flight in a non-stop sequence of events that throws Scott into a parallel world called the Enchanted Echelon. There he comes face to face with Merlin, who reveals the shocking truth between Scott, Baron Templar, and the ancient Arthurian legend that is not at all what Scott had studied so deeply. With the help and guidance of Merlin and his alien friend Cygnus, Scott now has an obligation to keep the stone out of evil's hand and keep both realms safe from nefarious forces. Okay, well, hey, that actually sounded pretty good to me. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't sound like we're really going out into the cosmos there, so might be a little less crazy. Maybe just alien forces that are here around the Earth area. So that doesn't have me quite as worried. I'm alright with the art style. Definitely not bad to my eyes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some out there are just like, I don't know. But for my eyes, yeah, I'm good with it. All right, so here's some of our alien friends here. Kind of blending old medieval and future. I don't really dislike that at all. It's kind of interesting. All right, yeah, I like the beasties. Them just, if you're gonna have weird characters, hey man, make some animals. Have it. So I'm not sure if he's like robot or alien or what's going on here. Maybe a hybrid. I don't know. That's why I was like, man, this kind of reminds me of like older stuff here. Like older comics. So yeah, they fucking nailed that look. Huh. Well, okay, so $25 gets you cover A. Cover B is also $25. Exclusive exclusive cover, $30 and 75 for all three, and that is it for the tiers. Okay, cool. I I don't know. I kind of warmed up to that one a little bit more, especially after I don't know. I got a little nervous about seeing Alien on there. I'm like, I don't know, might not be my thing, but it doesn't really look like we're going to go like too nuts on that one, so might be all right. Stephen Guy is the writer. Eric Shane is the artist. Honasi Becco. Okay, I'm sorry. I just butchered the fuck out of the name. My bad. But that is the editor. So, but yeah, I kind of like what we're seeing here. So, all right. Well, hey, that's gonna do it for that. Let's see if there's anything on Kickstarter. I'm gonna flip flop on Kickstarter and Indiegogo as far as movies and video games, but I can't remember what I did last time, so fuck it. We're gonna go video games for Kickstarter. Just want to kind of briefly check out some stuff. Just, especially with games. Seems to be kind of a resurgence in indie games. Nothing immediately grabbing my attention. Bunny Hop Hop looks cozy, plays fierce. I don't know. Might check that one out. Nothing. This one already got. Huh. Alright, well, you know what? Over here, I'm just kind of staring at it. Might as well check it out, huh? Even though it's already funded, I just kind of want to. Did grab my attention. It kind of reminded me just a touch of Castle Crashers. I don't know what it is about it, so let me see if I can figure that out while I watch the trailer.
Your journey begins in the proving grounds of a wicked tyrant, where you'll battle in his vicious dungeon games. Assemble a band of warriors to survive. Berserker, Ranger, Battle Chef, and more. Customize your team of warriors and arm them with epic weapons, potions, and loyal battle beasts. Take on legions of monsters, minions, and other douchebags, and deliver justice to this cruel lord. Collect busloads of loot, curb stomp evil with your allies on the interwebs, and dominate your way through deadly arenas, savage jungles, and frozen wastelands in this fight for the ultimate prize. Hold on to your cojones, my friends, and get up in Dungeon Rampage.
Okay, well, the trailer, not bad, not bad. But yeah, looks like a fun little hack and slash. See, maybe it's just simply because it is a hack and slash that I'm like kind of reminded me of Castle Crashers. I don't know. So, okay, so these are all the ones that have been unlocked. So, get it funded, cool. Native controller support, effect timers, and Steam achievements. So next is game soundtrack. And then big old mystery one. Huh. Nobody wants to be a sorcerer. Huh. Looks like it could be at least fun. I don't really have a whole lot to add to that. So playtest edition, $40. You're ready to delve first into the dungeon, debug and debrief, so that the rampagers that come after you can plunder and pillage in peace. I am not one of those people. Just showing some support. Back to the dungeons. You just want the game, so $10 gets you the game. Backers Edition. Be recognized as a Green Star Gladiator in a crowd of average juggernauts and get 2 extra skins. Okay. Classic Edition for $75. You want even more stuff, and you want it on a silver platter. Play with the first 4 heroes at early access launch and bring 2 rare pets into the battle with you. Prestige Edition for $100. You want everything, so that gets you everything, maybe? Okay, so for $150, Playtest Edition 4-pack. Complete Prestige Edition 4-pack for $400. So basically everything plus all your buddies. The Complete Prestige Edition, $500. Okay, well, shit. I don't have a whole hell of a lot to offer to that one, so I'm just going to move on. And I am running out of time, so I'm going to just try to find one movie to maybe check out. Porcelain the movie, A Soldier's Descent, groundbreaking slasher movie. So horror films, horror films, horror films. An Alien Horde movie. Meat, the movie. Man, I don't have a whole hell of a lot to look at. Yeah, there's really just basically all horror films. I looked at Cursed Waters and I was like, it's fine. I'm trying not to be too harsh on it. Clucked. Bigfoot with a meat hook. fuck? What is porcelain? Or is it also going to be... an absurdist short film about how we're all cracked porcelain. Or how we're all liked cracked porcelain. Okay, it doesn't look like it's a horror film, so that on its own is kind of worth checking out for right now. Let's see what this trailer is all about.
Do you ever feel broken? Broken in the mental, the physical, broken in life, broken in relationships, broken in love. Broken? We do.
Hi, I'm Tia. I'm the producer on Porcelain, and I'm an actress and producer in New York City.
My name is Jackson Boomer. I'm the DP on Porcelain. I'm from Somerset, New Jersey, the greatest city in the whole world.
I'm Simon. I'm the director and writer of Porcelain, and the last time I felt broken was a day ago.
And the last time I felt broken was 2 days ago.
The last time I felt broken, I slept on the wrong side of the bed last night, and my hip is currently suffering the consequences. So physically, I feel quite broken right now.
Okay.
Go?
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen once said there's a crack in everything.
That's how the light gets in.
And that's our movie, Porcelain.
Porcelain.
Porcelain. A dinner at the millionaire's stately home spirals into absurdity and chaos when an angel appears and lets the guests say and do everything they're keeping inside.
This movie has meant the world to me for the past year of my life. And even before then, I knew I wanted to make it, but I didn't know how. And now we get to finally bring it to life. So if you can, please consider donating. Your donation means the world to us. It means we can bring this dream into real life, and we can make it something that you can watch. And even if you aren't able to donate, please follow along with us on Instagram. We'll be posting updates and behind-the-scenes materials. What matters most is that people see this movie, and we want you to be clued in on everything that's going on. Thank you so much. I'm Simon. We'll see you soon.
Okay, well, okay. Still not 100% understanding what that was even about, so are flaws really flaws, or are they the reason we are at all? I don't know. That just might be... It just really might honestly not be my cup of tea. I don't know. The vase, $50. The Leonard, $100. The Cohen, $500. The Porcelain Angel, $1,000. Okay, so to make Porcelain the movie, we need $5,000, which is no mean sum. Making a movie is hard, and making it an unfinanced film is even harder. Make no mistake, this film was a tight ship, only putting money where it truly needs to go. And honesty and integrity as part of our team will make certain that... Wow, okay. Let's try that again. The honesty and integrity of our team will make certain that this will be the case. So with that being said, let's break down a little more. Okay, so they're basically just kind of going over where they need to put some money into, and then what if we don't reach our goal? If we don't reach our goal of $5,000, the porcelain dream will live on. Thankfully, we are incredibly driven and passionate for making this project a reality, so even though it would be far more difficult, we would find a way to make it happen. If there's one thing we are, other than creative, open-minded, talented, and awesome, is resilient. We have each other's backs in high water and are willing to make sacrifices and alter our course in whatever way necessary to bring Porcelain the movie to a screen near you. Okay, I don't know. Might not be my cup of tea, but hey, there it is. If it is something you want to check out, I can't say that there was anything about that really screamed, for me to back that one. So, but that should about wrap it up for me tonight. So let me go ahead and put that away. Yeah, so I am going to probably start doing my live streams on the main channel and then put them as a VOD on my Gorilla Mar live one. So if you want to check them out, that's probably where it'll be. I should already have a link in my channel page as far as how to get to my Gorilla Mar live. But yeah, that is going to do it for me tonight. So I will be back hopefully next Wednesday for another Indie Shop Wednesday. But that's it for me tonight, and that's it. So take care and God bless.